Hi folks, this is Chris from CDR Guns, and in light of the new adjustable trigger blade for the Katrans being released, we're going to go over the trigger adjustments and also show the fitment. So, let's begin. First things first, you'll note that I've taken off the pistol grip. This is to make access to the trigger overall weight adjustment grub just a little bit easier, because if you're using the original black rubber right hand bias one, you can find that it's just a little bit in the way of getting to this rear grub screw, so I've popped it off to make my life easier. So first things first, I am going to remove trigger overall weight adjustment grub, and with that out of the way, we can then push that up to get the spring a little bit easier to come out. Now you will need your rifle in the safety off position so that you've got enough clearance for this part here to come out. Next, here is the new adjustable trigger blade. As you can see, we've got adjustment on the autofocus is turned off, so I'll have to try and find where it's focused for. So we've got the post position forwards and backwards. We've also got the shoe height is adjustable on the post. We've also got the shoe angle position adjustable from this one here. It's a very nicely thought out bit of kit. And you see at the bottom here we have the overall weight adjustment. So if we remove that and just take it all the way out, and then find where my spring has rolled to, you can then pop the spring through like this. And with it sat like that, you can just very easily offer it up to the post. You can then reinstall the overall weight adjustment grub. Remember, taking care not to cross thread it. What I would recommend is having that grub approximately flush with the trigger body. That will then be a reasonable bit of weight. If you want less, then obviously, as before, you can back it off. If you want more weight, you can add it in, and that will add weight to it. And after a few presses, that has now seated itself quite nicely. And then the last adjuster, which I didn't mention in the last video, is actually in the rifle body itself. It's this one just here. This is what controls the overall sear engagement level. So if I just cock it, potentially I can adjust this angle so it shows up on camera. You can see this arrangement just here. Is where the hammer and sear engage. And if we back this one off, then you can see that that is now a fraction further engaged at this area here. Obviously the lighting is not showing it up brilliantly well, but when I turn it the other way, you can see this grub screw is just affecting this point here, the resting point. So if I turn it in very carefully, I have got a very clear barrel, and you keep a close eye over here. See, it just gradually went. I'm just going to pop that back to where it is. So we want a short overlap. That is your second stage travel. So if your trigger is a little bit on the creep side, you've got too much second stage travel for your liking, that's the grub that you need to be adjusting. But before you do that, make sure you unlock the locking grub, which is here with a 2mm grub screw, because that is the one that you need to be aware of. Now that that has been set, as you can see, We've got first stage travel. So we've got a clear 2 stages. First stage, second stage. And that is as easy as that.